Welcome back, fans, to Norristown High School gym. We're about to start the second half. Norristown with a 19-point lead, 34-13. I thought it was a well-played half. Not a lot of fouls, some traveling violations, but I think Norristown has this game in control. As a coach at halftime, Bob, what do you tell your boys when they got a 19-point lead?
Well, you're telling them to keep up the defensive intensity, the offensive ball movement, and you're telling your players we're not interested in score here individually or collectively. What we want to do now is play the game. Play to your level, play to your ability, minimize mistakes and turnovers. And look to get better with the rest of the season down the line.
Right. Christie had a open three. Usually he's gonna sink that shot. Good shot though.
See, now there's something, Joe. For example, a team goal. One of the team goals is to score the first points in the first half and first points in the second half. Well, there's the team goal you just didn't meet. You got a three-point shot. You didn't get inside. You didn't get a foul. And Methacton scores first.
Yep.
Those are the kind of things that you want to address and make sure that you can cover later in the season.
Air ball. Here comes Alfred. Alfred on the break. Pearson with a strong offensive rebound. That's Pearson's second basket of the second half.
TLG, we call that. Turn, look, and go. Not TGL. Turn, go, and look. And you see what resulted in it?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Guards are supposed to turn, look, and go first in that order.
Etheridge on a drive to the basket showing courage.
Yeah, and you know what? I know Coach is shaking his head on that. The one weakness that we're seeing with Mr. Bronson is that if you attack him, you may generate the foul. He's had some problems with fouls this season, and he's coming out of the game, and that's something that wasn't a stamina issue there. It was a question of mechanics and going straight up. You're taught defensively to go straight up. You want to influence, not block. And
well said.
He's on the bench.
Well said. These passes don't seem to be doing anything. I mean, they're moving the ball unselfishly, but the idea is to get it inside, and that's what happened.
Well, we did get it inside, but you still like to see your players, Joe, every time they catch the ball in a shot area to look to the basket. Norristown players are not looking to the basket, and defensively, you start picking up on those things. They're non-threatening. If you're looking to the basket, then there's always the possibility you're going to shoot. If you're looking to catch and pass out, then the defense starts cheating. I see they're looking for their teammates, but they look shot, and then the defense has to respond. Then you're looking for your player.
Nice pass inside. Darnell Gowdy. Beautiful pass inside.
And Norristown did that beautifully. They got Ken Smith inside, but you teach your players to run the baseline against the zone. Try and come underneath, go backdoor on them. And that's exactly what they did. Methacton's looking out front. They don't see him underneath, and it's a beautiful pass. And
that was a nice play.
There wasn't even a Methacton player close enough to foul on the shot.
That's correct. Nice play by Smith, holding his position, forcing the
That's the
Methacton player.
point of putting your foot on the baseline. Nobody, not even Michael Jordan, can go out and come back in. That's why you put your foot on the baseline and you'll get the conversion out of it.
Here comes Methacton. Here come the Eagles.
You should have used the backboard on that shot, Joe. That's a backboard shot. That cylinder blocks a lot of shots, a lot more than any team does.
Gowdy from three-point land.
Split the trap. Split the trap and scored.
34 is only a sophomore and is showing some flashes of brilliance here tonight.
Very aggressive and very vertical.
Here come the Warriors. 45-18, 3:40 to play.
Oh, see, there's a nice play. There's what I'm talking about, the penetration and good things can happen. He made the defense come up and play, and the guy got a great look, missed a shot. That penetration can kill you.
Nice pass inside to Pearson.
Let's see. Coach Michaels is using a 1-3-1 to attack the 2-1-2, which is what you want to do. You always go odd even.
Right.
And I think I'd like to see right now, instead of that 1-3-1 in a high post, clear it out, let your guard penetrate. See if you can work a double low. Maybe a 1-2-2 set. Two low post players and your two wings and your point guard at the top. Change it up a little bit. Change your set and see if you can penetrate out of it.
Nice pit.
He's in trouble. He's in trouble. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Backcourt violation as a result of that Norristown defensive pressure. I know.
See, number 12 for Methacton's puffing here. He's trying to catch his breath. That's just that couple seconds of being doubled in the backcourt.
Yeah.
It's got him tired. See, here he goes. He's putting the hand up. He needs to come out.
Right.
There's the signal.
Yeah, his hands are down on defense.
Yeah, he's coming out.
Yep. Nice play inside by Alford. Yeah, Pearson on Adamick. Interesting defensive matchup.
No.
Here comes Gowdy on the break.
Not much has happened in the last couple minutes, Joe.
No, it's up and down,
yeah,
desultory play. I agree.
Both teams are missing shots. You need somebody to step up here, get the momentum going again. Another example, good penetration. No catch on the play.
Into the game for Norristown is Tavon Chavou.
There's another player I like. I like his effort. I like his work ethic on the court. And he seems to be very team-oriented.
I've known Tavon for about 6 years. He and my son played on the St. Helena CYO basketball team that got to the Archdiocesan Final Four, and he's a fine young man.
Yeah,
nice family.
When you see him in the corridors, he's always polite. Hi, how you doing?
That's Tavon.
Mr. Kosh. Those are the kind of things as a teacher and as a coach you appreciate. See, and I like Coach Michaels here. Here we are. We're in the third quarter. It's a 27-point spread, and he's gone to his bench. He's got a couple players normally wouldn't play that are getting some court time. I love seeing that. You stretch the bench.
This is the time when a lot of commentators and people think of as garbage time, and I think that's very unfair.
This is clinic time.
Exactly.
It's
clinic
not garbage. It's clinic time.
Nice drive by Tavon Chavou.
See?
Yeah, I always think that's very unfair to call it garbage time because it's sort of a left-handed put down on these players who are bench players but who practice just as hard as the starters, and they deserve some quality playing time. And I always wince when I hear that term garbage time.
Seeing a couple of the guys that are in now, Joe, are underclassmen. Now look at this from another perspective. You're not only stretching your bench for the rest of the season for possible playoffs, but you're getting guys valuable time. They're going to be back next year. Yeah. You can't lose in that situation. Right. It's a win-win for you.
That's correct. All right, after 3 quarters, the score is Norristown 49, Methacton 20. We're beginning the final 8 minutes. Norristown has Arizari, Pearson, Chavou, Tony Ellis,
and
say, Tavon, who's 55? What's his name? Okay, gotcha.
Who is it?
Tony Hess.
Okay, because he's not on the...
Right. Methacton in his zone.
That dribble gets you in trouble. Now, here's a thought, Joe. How about for the last couple minutes, Norristown's frequently subbing. How about for the last couple minutes for Methacton, play some man-to-man. In order to play zone, you have to learn to play man. Play a little bit of man-to-man, find out what your strengths and weaknesses are, and look to get better with it.
You're speaking about Methacton.
Right.
Yeah.
Play some man at this point.
And they are a young team. And they are a young team, yeah.
Challenge yourself and see what you can and can't do. And you're only going to get better from it. It'll help your zone, no matter what you're playing later.
Bob, when you were coaching,
your man principle.
Bob, when you were coaching, did your teams play during the summer?
Yes. The last year that I coached at Norristown, we had 44. We played in 44 summer league games.
Wow.
which is the equivalent of a season and a half.
Right.
It wasn't an accident that we went on to states for the second consecutive year or to win a Suburban 1 title.
Right.
See, the more you're around your kids, the more they're playing. You can't go wrong with it. And as long as it's good competition and it's structured. I made every one of those 44 games.
Did you really?
I didn't miss a one. And the kids need to know. You asked earlier about discipline. The kids needed to know that I was going to be there. And that puts more responsibility on them to be there. The coach is going to be there. They know that I'm watching things. I didn't coach all those games. If I wasn't coaching, I was on the bench watching, and it was an opportune time for the assistants to coach and to get to learn the players and give me feedback on things that I'm going to need to know during the year.
Nice shot from 24. The deep right corner, 24.
Scott Boyle.
Another
nice shot.
Another underclassman, a junior forward. Pearson is so fast. He's so quick.
See, I really like what Coach Michaels is doing here with playing players and getting them the time. I just think that's so important. We're not worried about the score. We're worried about getting the team better.
That brings up an interesting subject. About 3 nights ago, Camden High School ran up a score on a tech school so that a young player by the name of DeJuan Wagner could get 100 points. It's my understanding that the coach was actually pressing in the fourth quarter when they were up by 60 points. Any comment?
That's the antithesis of what I think sports and what coaching is all about. I wouldn't allow a player to do that. My perception is you never embarrass the other team, and no individual is bigger than the team. And to me, that 100-point performance, he's bigger than the team and he's bigger than the game, and that's just not acceptable. There's other kids, as you addressed earlier, there's other kids that could have played in that game. And what value is it to score 100 and some points and press for 32 minutes?
Not only that, what would have happened if the boy would have got hurt? I mean, he's presumably one of the best high school players in the country. What if he would have torn an ACL or turned an ankle or wrecked a knee when you're up by 60 points? I mean, it makes no sense. Makes no sense.
I just worry about the embarrassment and what it is. It's not what basketball or football or baseball is about. It's a team game. Right. I don't think you ever want to go out and humiliate the opposition.
Right.
That's why I think what Coach Michaels is doing here is so good. He's not worried about the score. People look and say, well, Methacton only lost by 20 or 25 or 30. And they look at the box score and see a lot of kids played, and it's going to benefit him and the kids and the program in the long run.
Right.
My assistants, Joe, when I was coaching here and at PW, would always, if that spread opened up, the first thing they would be doing is pounding me, getting players into the bench. I would never have the opportunity, if you could call it that, to run up that kind of score, because my assistant coaches would say, you got to get players in. They practice, just as you said, they practice hard. They're there 6 days a week. They follow the same rules as everybody else. You need to play your team, and it's going to help you those 2 ways. I think this is great. He's got some JV players who are playing varsity tonight, and they're getting the time.
Yep.